So today we're going to talk about how to clear the list. Okay, so clear means that the elements in the list are all deleted. Okay, just the element. Okay, so for example, right here I have a list, right? I have list in this LST, this list, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So here, if I do, for example, let me just delete this. Okay, so here, uh, so if I do lst dot clear, okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, so if I do lst dot clear and then I reset this just to be sure. Okay, so if I do lst dot clear, okay, and then I print lst, okay, so here, see here, there's nothing, it's empty. The list is empty. So when you clear, all the elements within the list are deleted. Okay, so now yesterday we talked about dill, right? So and on dill, I think I left out one thing on dill, right? In dill, you can delete the whole list as well. Okay, so let's try this. Okay, so again, lst is equal to, for simplicity, I'll just put 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is the list, right? So if I do dill lst, right? Let's see what happens. Okay, all right, so now if I try to print lst, okay, I want to print lst now, so let's see what happens. See, this gave an error. Okay, who can tell me what happened here? Why did I get an error? Okay, can somebody jump in here and try to make sense of this? Why did it give me error? Anybody has any idea? Okay, I got something on chat. Because there's nothing in the list. Well, Sriyana, not exactly. Okay, you're close. Yeah. Yes, Subhas is correct. Yeah, because there's no list, right? Yeah. So Sriyana was close enough, right? Sriyana was close enough, but Subhas got it right. Okay. So what Subhas says is that there's no list because we deleted the whole list. Okay. So there's a difference. So now based on this, okay, so we talked about clear, right? We talked about clear and dill, right? Dealing the, okay, let's see. Uh, okay. Okay. All right. All right. So yeah, there's no list. Yeah. I was looking at the chat. So anyway, so now what is the difference between clear and dill? Like this one, okay? This statement and this statement right here, okay? So what is the difference between these two? Can somebody try to answer that question? What is the difference between lst.clear and dill lst? So there's, of course, there's a difference. Anybody want to try? Okay, all right. Okay, I got one response, looks like. All right, so let's see. Clearly, okay. All right, so Subhas, okay, they'll delete the whole list. They'll, okay, they'll, wow, good. So Suryana and Subhas, right? So both of them are correct. So what they say is this, okay? What they're saying is when you do lst.clear, the list is still there. Right? List say clear on that, list say delete on that. Okay, list is still there in memory. Okay, list is still there in memory, but there's nothing in it. Okay, when you do list.clear, okay, I hope it's clear that when you clear the list, then list is not deleted. Okay, list is not deleted, but only the elements are deleted. But in this case, you're deleting the whole list. Okay, the list is no longer in memory. It's deleted from the memory. Okay, so that's the difference. Okay, so next one. Okay, okay, interesting. So sorting list. Okay, how do you sort list? Okay, sorting means you can either sort in ascending order or descending order, right? So sorting. So you can, okay, let me give you an example. So probably it's easier if I, go with an example, right? Okay. All right. So again, let's see. I want to make my list. List is equal to, say, just like before, sun, month, and two. Okay. So in this case, okay, let's see. Now they're not in order, right? In terms of like, yeah, there's the list is not sorted in any way. Of course, it's not sorted, right? So you'll see what that mean. What I mean by that. Okay. So if I do lst dot sort, right? So let's see what happens. Okay, lst dot sort. Okay. So yeah, it did the sorting, right? So now if I print lst, then let's see what happens. See, now it's sorted in alphabetical order because M comes before S, right? And S comes before T, right? So they are sorted by alphabetical order. Okay, I hope everybody gets this, right? So you can do the same thing with numbers, right? For example, you have, say, your list, okay? So list is equal to, say, you have 2, 3, minus 1, 300, whatever, okay? And then let's put a 0, okay? So I want to sort this list, ascending from smaller to larger. As you go to the right, it becomes larger and larger, right? So that's the ascending order, right? Ascending means going from the smaller to the bigger, right? Bigger numbers, or if it's alphabetically later. Okay, so let's see. If I do, so how do I sort this? lst dot sort, right? lst dot sort, okay? And then I want to print the lst as well. Okay, so let's see. See? Now, oh, there's a problem. Okay, let's see. Why did 0, 2, 2, 300? Okay. 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 Let's see. Is it 0, 2, 2, 300, 0, 2? Oh, okay, okay. There's the problem. I forgot to put this. It evaluated 3 minus 1. That becomes 2, right? I forgot to put a comma there. That's the problem. All right, chat. What's there? Oh yeah. Thank you, Sriana. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, I forgot to see. She pointed out that I was missing a comma. Okay, so very good. See now, see because minus 1 is smaller than 0, right? 0 is smaller than 2, and then 3 is bigger than 2, and 300 is bigger than 3, right? So this is how you sort. So if you want to sort in descending order, okay, how do you do that? Okay, so I want to sort the same list in descending. Descending means what? Bigger to the smaller, right? So in this case, let's see. Reverse, I think it is reverse equal. So you need to give some argument to it. So if you could give the argument, reverse is equal to true. Okay, I suppose this will work. Okay, let's try it. See, now this is reversed in the so reversed, and I mean it's sorted in descending order, bigger to the smaller, right? The biggest is 300, and then next biggest is 3, next biggest is 2, and so on. Okay, so that's how sorting is done. Okay, so let's see. We got that part. Okay, so here's one thing. So when you do sorting, right? When you do sorting, for example, I'll just copy this example and then, okay. So let's see. There's we save time by just copying and pasting rather than typing up everything, right? So I'm going to copy and paste here. So as you can see here, there's some of these cities, right? Kathmandu, London, Chicago, New York, Lahore, right? So here, so K is capital, right? K is capital here, and L is small, C is small, right? Let me admit some people here. Okay, all right. So let's see. Yeah. Okay, so And then see, N is small in New York, right? And then L is capital, right? So always what happens is when you are sorting, when you have different cases when you're sorting, right? So the upper cases, right? The upper cases are sorted first, right? Upper cases are sorted first, and then the lower cases are sorted next. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me run this, and I will try to make sense out of it. Okay, see here now K, L, and then you have C. So it doesn't quite make sense at first glance, right? When you just look at it, it doesn't quite make sense, right? Because C should be first, right? Because C is the C comes before K or L, right? But why did C go there? Okay, can somebody tell me? Because I gave you a hint. Okay, I'll tell you that hint again. The hint is the capital letters are sorted first. Okay, and the lowercase letters are sorted next. Okay, so I have something in chat. Let's see. Okay, so all right, it has a lower letter. Okay, yes. Thank you. Yeah, Sriana says, yeah, because Chicago came after K and L. Okay, because as Sriana pointed out, because C is lowercase, right? So so first it's so out of all these, there are two city names that have capital letters, right? One is Lahore, another is Kathmandu, right? So these two, so they will be sorted first, right? And then within those two, see, K comes before L, right? K comes before L, right? So that's why, see, K and then L, right? Lahore, okay? And then now the small letters, there are three, right? Three cities which have small letters, right? London, Chicago, and New York, right? So out of these three, C comes first, right? That's why we have Chicago. Next comes what? London, right? L, and then N, right? New York. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay, so if you want to make it, case insensitive, okay, that's case sensitive, right? If you want to make it case insensitive, right? You can do key equal to str lower. So in the sort method, you provide key is equal to str dot lower. Okay, so let's see. Okay, Subhas. Okay, yeah, very good question. Okay, I haven't tried that as well. So Subhas is asking if we have numbers and letters, right? So which one would come first, right? Let's try it out because I haven't tried it as well. Okay, so let's see. So if I have LST is equal to, say, I have -3, 0, say 24, right? And then I have alpha, whatever, okay? And then let's say whatever, just whatever came to my mind, okay? So here, now let's see what happens, okay? So rather, okay, let's put whatever, okay? So let's try to sort this, okay? Let's see what happens. LST dot sort, right? Okay, and then I print LST. So let's run and see. Oh, what happened? Okay. LST dot sort. What mistake did I do? Okay, not support against it. There's some typo. Okay, let's see. LST dot sort. Okay, so let me type it up again. Okay. You guys see any problem there? Because I didn't see problem. Okay, so let me type it up because it could be something to do with typing. Maybe. Okay.
Numbers alphabetले गर्दा हो कि?
No. It's okay. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, that could be the problem. Yes, you're right. You're right. So it finds it hard to it doesn't know how to sort this basically, right? Okay. See, now this is this smaller than because it has to do this comparison, right? smaller than comparison when it's sorting. So it cannot compare between str and int, right? Yeah, see? So I also didn't know this. I hadn't tried it. And then, yeah, Subhas, you got your answer, right? So now, yeah, it cannot compare integers and str. Okay. Of course, it makes sense, right? Okay. All right.
सर यो तर लिस्टमा चाहिँ हामीले लिस्टमा चाहिँ कुनै पनि डाटा डाटा दुवै खाले डाटा राख्न सकिन्छ भनेको हो नि हैन र
Yes. Oh, sir. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yes, we can put.
अनि सर्ट चाहिँ किन गर्न सकेन सर यसले
Yeah. Okay. Very good question. एकदमै राम्रो question सोध्नु भयो. So yes, I mean, within a list, you can put any data type, right? Any data type. But sort, when we do sort, right? Sort गर्दाखेरि we need to do some extra operation going to put in there, right? When we do sort, because you have to compare one value with every other variable, right? Or one value, not variable. One value, you have to compare with every other value, right? So in that case, yeah, I mean, it doesn't make sense to, okay, how to compare like, the integer type and the str type. So the limitation is you cannot do sorting. Yeah, of course you can put anything you want in that list, no problem, because when we did this, so for example, I comment this out, right? I comment this out, right? And then if I run this, see, I don't get any error, right? Everything is fine and dandy, right? Nothing wrong, right? But the limitation is when we do this, then in terms of sorting, it cannot sort because, of course, it makes sense, right? Because there's no way to compare an integer and a number and then a bunch of characters, a bunch of alphabets, characters, right? So the limitation, right? Okay, I hope I answered your question, sir, but yeah, very good question there. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, I got something in chat here. Okay, oh, thank you, Ravin, sir. Yeah. Okay, all right. So let's see. Next one. Okay, so yeah, I was talking about str.lower, right? Key equal str.lower. So what about this? Okay, in the same one, if I do this one, okay, so if I do key is equal to str.lower, okay, so if I do this, okay, let's see what happens. Okay, I hope I got the code correct. Yeah, looks like it's fine. Okay, so let me run this. Now our sorting, the sorted list is different now, right? So what is the difference now? Difference is now, see, as we expected, C is in the front, right? And then after C comes K, after that comes L, and then see the uppercase L came before the lowercase L, right? And then you have N. So now this actually, this did not sort the capitals first, okay? But it sorted as if they were, as if it is case insensitive. But when you have letters that are the same, same representation, like L and L, right? Lahore and London, they have the same L, right? So in this case, now what happened? It put the uppercase character first. Anybody know why uppercase characters are put before the lowercase characters? Anybody has any idea about this? Because some of you are some computer science students.
We give the condition there, no? Key is equal to structure lower.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got your point, sir. But actually, yeah, str lower. But what I meant was it could have put L before this London before Lahore as well, right? Why didn't they do that? Okay. Yeah, there you go. Subhas. Yeah. Subhas got the answer. Yeah. Ascii value. Okay. So I don't want to confuse the rest of you, but Ascii value is something like, so each of these characters, right? Each of these characters in our keyboard is represented as, some hexadecimal numbers within the computer, because computers do not understand these letters. It only understands ones and zeros, right? So all these letters are represented by something called ASCII code, which is ones and zeros, bunch of ones and zeros. Okay, so and then when you are in ASCII code, the uppercase are uppercase. Letters are represented by smaller numbers than the lowercase letters. First, we complete all the uppercase letters in that code, and then the lowercase letters begin. Okay, so thank you, Subhas. Yeah. So rest of you, if you don't understand, that's fine. That's fine. Don't worry. I just wanted to see if somebody knew that. Okay, which is good. Okay, so we have 10 minutes. Okay, so after that, we'll come back for one more session. Okay, reverse order. Let's see. If you want, okay. So now let's do another one. Okay. So if I want to reverse the order, okay. So there's a difference between sorting and reverse. Okay, as you'll see. Okay. So for example, I have my list is equal to. It's the same thing, right? So I have sun, month, and Q, right? It's like we did a lot of this yesterday, right? So I have this, and then if I do lst dot reverse, right? And then this is the method, okay? So, and then I print lst. Then let's see what happens, and then you guys please try to tell me what's going on here, okay? So what happened here? Can somebody tell me what happened? Okay. All right, there's one response. Okay, descending order. No, Subhas. No, it's not descending order. No. What happened is, see, the last, this last element became the first element. See, right? And the second element became second. Okay, and the sorry, and then third one. Okay, let's begin with here, right? Okay, the last became the first, and this because there are only three, so this is the middle, right? And this one became the first, right? So that means it starts from so now this one becomes index 0, index 1, and index 2. Okay, right? I hope you guys. So it takes the index. Okay, it takes the index first. Okay, actually it reverses the index. Basically, just think about it. Okay, I'll do one more example. Okay, I'll do some more, and then you will better understand, right? So let's say Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Okay. So okay, why don't you try to? Okay, can you try to? Okay, so if I run this, what will be the output? Can you give me the output so that I will know whether you understood or not? Okay, I have one response. Let's see. Friday, index 0, and so on. Subhas. Okay, so he says that first one, Friday, and second one will be what? The first will be Friday. Second one will be the second, or index 1 will be, index 0 will be Friday, right? Yeah, good. So Sriana says Friday, wed, dew, month, and sun. Excellent, excellent. So let's see. Yeah. So Sriana, and then yeah, Ravin sir as well. Yeah, he also got the same thing, right? So see, Sriana and Ravin sir, they say that the output should be this. Okay. Let me write down the output and paste the output. Okay, and then let's see if they are correct, right? Let's see. Yep, they are correct, right? So I mean, so this just reverses whatever is there. So there's no sorting done. Okay, so there is it's not sorting. Okay, sorting and reverse are different. Okay, so we did that. Okay, next one is we make a copy of a list. Okay, so now next is, so sometimes you might have to make a copy of from the list, right? So say let's say I have list 1. Okay, list 1 is equal to just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and I want to make a copy of this list. So how can I make a copy of this list? So for that I need to do so lst2. Okay, lst2 is equal to lst1 dot copy, right? So let's see. Okay, and then I print lst1. So because if I want to print 2 lines, then I have to print, right? So print lst1, and likewise I do print LST2, right? LST2, right? Okay, let's see. Now, if I run this, so can somebody guess what's the output? LST1 and LST2? Any guesses here? Okay, chat, there are a couple of answers. You get the list twice. Yeah, both. Sarvinder sir and Sriyana. Okay, both of them say that you're gonna get this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 within this this thing, right? This thing here twice, because list 1 and list 2, they will be the same, right? Okay, see, this one is list 1, LST1, and this is LST2, right? See, so there are 2 copies. Okay, now, okay, so I'll talk about some tricky parts here, because, okay, so now let me try something, and then I would like you to answer it. Okay, so I have LST1, LST2. So if I do LST1, say for example index 2, okay, index 2 is equal to, I replace that with high, okay, and then, all right, and then I do this, right? So, okay, what's the output now? Can somebody try? So what's the output now? Yeah, let's see. Chat, index to high ounce. Okay, all right. So which one? Which one you talking about there? Because I'm printing 2 lists, LST1 and LST2. Okay, so that's what 1, 2, high, 4, 5. So that is LST1 or LST2? That's LST1. How about LST2 now? Okay, Sriyana says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, high, 4, 5. Okay, I think Sriyana got it reversed. Okay, Sriyana, yes, your answer is correct, but it should be, just the reverse of what you have. Okay, so now there are a couple of answers here. Okay, so now what's Sriyana? Okay, I'll go with Sriyana because she gave me the output for both, right? Okay, so let's see. So this is, wait, didn't it copy everything? Okay, let's see. Okay, and here is her answer. Okay, this is her answer. And let's test it out. Okay, all right, so we'll just put a,
सर त्यो LST2 मा हाईले एपेन्ड गरे हुन्छ नि त्यही भएर LST2 मा मात्रै हुन्छ हैन
uh, okay, so who is this? Subhas? Is it Subhas? Okay, so wait, okay. Okay, so this is Sriyana's answer, okay? Sriyana answer yo. Okay, so is this Subhas who just said something there? Okay,
Yes,
can
sir.
you, can you say that? I mean, what's your point? Yeah, I mean,
त्यो LST2 को इन्डेक्स 2 मा
it's
61
LST1.
को इन्डेक्स 2 मा
I'm changing
LST1 को
LST1. I'm changing LST1, not
ओके सर
LST2.
हैन
Okay.
सर अनि मैले LST1 नै भनेको इन्डेक्स 2 भनेको
Yeah, okay.
त्यसमा हाईले अब इन्डेक्स 2 लाई एपेन्ड गरेछ अनि त्यसपछि LST1 मा चाहिँ 1 2 हाई 4 5 आउँछ
Yes,
अनि
yeah.
LST2 मा चाहिँ त्यो LST1 को कपी गरेको छ दैट मिन्स 1 2 3 4 5 कपी गरेको छ LST2 मा अनि LST2 मा चाहिँ 1 2 3 4 5 नै आउँछ
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, he's correct. He's right. Ravi sir, yeah, I think in your case, your numbers are different, Ravi sir, right?
Yeah,
Your
this
numbers.
is my.
Oh, yours. Okay, you use your own numbers. Okay, all right. So yeah, I mean, okay, all right. So anyway, yeah, I see that you got the point, right? Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Sriyana just got it reversed. Otherwise, yeah, probably cement this one. Okay, cement this. Yeah. So a lot of you got it. So this will be LST1. The first one will be LST1 because we actually replace index 2 with high, right? Okay, we replace index 2 with high in LST1, but LST2 was untouched. Okay, LST was 2 was untouched. So let's verify the answer. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So now another question is, say you have LST1, right? Okay, let me do it over. So let's see. So again, I have LST1, right? LST1 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, so if I do, for example, LST2 is equal to LST1. Okay. Now, can somebody tell me what happens? So if I do this and then print LST1, right? Print LST1 and LST2. So what's the result of this? Can somebody give me their answer? So if I run this program, this code, right? So I have LST1, this is the list, and I just did LST2 is equal to LST1, right? So in this case, what's happening here? There's an assignment, right? So whatever is on the, okay, Subhas says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So probably Subhas means that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in both lines, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for this one, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for this one as well, right? So let's see. Yeah. So okay. Okay. Subhas says there'll be only one line. Okay, Yoda line numbers. Okay. So what about another line? So you mean that, okay, in this one, when I print this one, I'll get this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So how about this one? This will print something as well, right? So what do I get here? Okay. So here, I mean, because we're assigning whatever, okay, assignment, see, we talked about this in detail last time, right? Equal to is an assignment operator in programming, right? In programming, equal to is an assign, one equal to, single equal to is an assignment operator. So assignment operator means whatever is the value is on the right is assigned to the variable on the left, right? This one, right? Okay, so that means so they both should have the same. I mean, now because this value, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? This value should be assigned to LST2. Means LST2 should also have the same, right? 3, 4, and 5, right? So let's print it and then see whether I was right. See, yeah. See, now this means the LST1 and LST2 they both printed, right? They both printed the same values, right? Now, I'll ask you this, okay? My actual question is this. So this one right here, okay? So let's see. I'll just copy and paste here. Okay, right here, I copy paste right here. Okay, so I'll just delete this so as not to create any confusion. Okay, so now, what do you expect? Okay, what do you expect, the result of this one? If I run this, what should I get? Here, I just changed LST1 2. I mean, the second index, index number 2 in LST1, but I didn't do anything in LST2, right? So if I run this, so I got something in chat. Let's see what's the, okay. Okay. All right, Subhas. So what do you think about this one? This thing right here. In both, okay. All right. So Subhas says that in both of them, he's going to get this. Okay. Okay. So he says that in both, I'm going to get high. Okay. And 4 or 5, right? But in the previous case, right here, that didn't happen here, right? Here, of course, right here, right? The same code, exact same code, but we got two different, right? Two different lists. This list and this list, they were different, right? But here, Subhas says that we're going to get the same, you know, this output. Okay, all right. And then let's verify. I think he's correct. Let's see. See? Yeah. So what's going on here? Anybody know why this is so? Because I didn't do anything with LST2, right? See, I basically I meant to copy LST1 to LST2. So LST2 is a copy of LST1, right? But I didn't make any changes to LST2 here. See, I just made changes to LST1, but LST2 also changed, right? So what's the problem here? Yes, Sriyana also got that. Yeah, very good, Sriyana. So you got this, you know, you predicted that this would be the answer, and which it turned out to be so. So why? The question is why? Anybody has any idea why that happened? Okay, maybe a lot of you don't have any idea about this, so I will dive into this in detail. Okay, so here what happens is this. Okay, let me show you. So in the first case, okay, in the first case, when you made a copy, right? So you have this LST1, right? LST1, right? There's a bunch of values, right? So this is LST1, right? So when you made a copy with LST1.copy, right? When you did this, and then you assign whatever, you copied it and you assign it to LST2, right? LST2, right? So now, in this case, in memory, so you always have to think in terms of memory, what's happening in the memory. So in memory, see, this is a new variable, right? In memory, this is a completely new variable. This is a new variable, right? So here what happens is, in memory, another list is created, okay? Another list is created, and then what happens? It has, say, so for example, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So exact same copy is made here, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So now we have LST1 and LST2, right? This is in this case, when you do copy, this is what happens when you do copy, right? But in another case, the other case, right? That means, so sorry. Let me see if I can scroll. So anyway, you get the idea, right? So now let's go to what happens in case of another case is what we did in another case is we have LST1, right? This is my LST1, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, for example, right? So when I did this, right? LST2 is equal to LST1, right? Now, it doesn't create another list, right? So in this case, what happens is you are, providing the reference, so something called reference, right? So what happens is this, okay? So it doesn't create another list in memory. So does not create. So this is very important because even, a lot of people experienced in programming, very, very experienced, they might not know this as well, okay? So it does not create another list, right? It doesn't create another list or LST2. It doesn't create that. No memory allocation is done. What happens here is, so you have LST1, okay, which is a variable, which is pointing. So something called pointing, it's pointing here. So when you're doing this, then another variable is created. Of course, see, you're creating a new variable. Another variable is created, LST2. But so when you do this, you are, assigning the reference to this. So now, rather than creating a new variable, rather than creating a new list, what it will do is it will just point to the same list. You got the point? Okay, so that is the difference. So that's why when I changed this to high, for example, I changed to high, then when you print this, because this is pointing to the same list, right? This is pointing to the same list. So when you print it, you're going to get the same result. Okay. So do you think you understood what I was trying to, explain? Anyway, so yeah, I mean, but most of you are not familiar with object-oriented concepts, so you need to understand the two variables. Okay, Ravindra Agiradhikari sir says we have two variables, but only one. Okay, yeah, basically, yeah, you could say that. Ravindra sir says, yeah, yes, there are two variables, but they are pointing to the same location in memory, right? they're pointing to the same list. Okay, same list in memory. Okay, yeah, you got the point. Yeah, okay, all right. So because even there are some, uh, there might be experienced program, as I said, that they might not know this. Okay, this trips a lot of people. It trips a lot of people. So, all right. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, so now we have something called join list. Okay, so we can join two lists, right? How can you join them? Very easy. Joining is really easy. All we do is use the assignment operator. So, for example, I want to put it in a variable. I'll just put the list values 1, 2, 3, and then if I do this plus operator, right? Plus operator also concatenate. Concatenate means it adds one. I mean, it just joins. Concatenate means join. Okay. So if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And then I have another one, say hello, right? And then say there. Okay. So if I run this, see, now see, it becomes 1, right? 1. So one list. So all of this, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So all these elements are okay in one list now. So you can join the list this way. Okay. All right. So